No, I'm not going to tell them that. Hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Our tribe. Oh, sorry, Jen. There are the comments
Thank
right
you. I'm
there.
the comment person
Jen is
today.
the comment responding person.
Sort of. Because you have to highlight them for me.
Well, I'm trying to do
Yeah, I
normal
don't know how to
research.
do it.
You don't know how to highlight?
No.
No, I'll star. Just
Yeah.
point to one and I'll star it.
Okay.
So tonight, we usually so I've been trying to do two posts a week, two videos a week, which of course means two searches. And
Yeah.
when I had some time off of work recently, it wasn't too difficult to rack up, do that many searches.
Shelly, my name's not Hen.
Hen
Just
and
kidding.
Hen and Ryan.
Sorry, that was funny.
Hen,
That's cute.
Hen. I'm gonna call you
Hey,
Hen from now on.
Vicky.
Hey Eve. Hey Shelly. Was I?
Sorry.
Uh, to, to, I I actually think I will be able to do two a week, but work has been insane recently, and I just
Yeah,
haven't.
believe it or not, he has another job.
I do other
This
stuff.
man,
Hey June.
this man works more than he sleeps. That's for sure.
Uh, Normally I would right after work. I would during the week I would do a local one I can get to in Kingsport maybe, and it only takes a few hours to dive into. So,
Right.
um, okay, yeah. Why don't you respond to?
I can't.
I like to. Some people come in and try to troll, but we actually have a good comment.
Okay.
Go
How do
ahead.
you know if they're trolling?
If she has the gift to find people, how come nobody was found yet? Just asking. Go for it. I can if you want, unless you want to.
Well, why are most missing people not found? It's is she talking about me?
I'm assuming. I don't know who she's talking. I think so because you're the only one here.
Oh,
So
for me it's kind of like putting a story together,
Mhm.
and bringing things together, and my hope more, because I'm not like
Do-
I'm directionally challenged, so I'm not like into the map thing, but
into the research. Yeah.
I'm more into the story thing. So, putting all the facts together, and then my hope is that we'll push the person who had something to do with it, far enough to tell somebody. Does that make
That's a
sense?
good answer. I have another one, but
No, but you like, everybody has a different opinion.
yeah. So when it comes to psychics, and I'm actually going to talk about some psychic locations tonight.
But I'm not a psychic. That's the thing.
Thank you. That's where I was headed. So
Like,
when it comes to psychics, they are trying to put out there like I know this area is where someone is, someone who's missing.
I don't
And
do that.
Jen doesn't do that for one thing. Jen, as we've said a million times, when you say she has the gift, you're not really specifying the gift because I'm assuming probably you haven't been here very much before, or you would know what gift Jen actually
Thank you,
has.
Nancy.
Jen's gift is we call it intuitive. So I have to research a location based on evidence and facts that are more likely to have potential
Hmm.
for finding something. Jen, I bring to that location because she's not psychic and doesn't pick locations. She has to be at the location or in front of people to sense if something bad happened there. And
I'm very sensitive to energies. Um, I've said a million times. I believe that energy is not created or destroyed.
Mhm.
So I believe energies are left. Um,
Yes.
and that's where I'm coming from. Aw, Eve,
What?
you're so sweet.
Where?
Thank you.
Point to the. Okay. And I don't mean to call you a troll. Maybe that was actually
No, that's a good question.
legitimate
No, that's a
question.
good
So
question.
it's just that we get it a lot. We get people constantly saying if someone is psychic, then and the thing with psychics who are claiming to know a location, the thing is that it's usually very general
Mm.
and in a huge area, or it's a description of an area that can cover a million places usually.
Right. And
So
it's something we can take and go to and get a feeling for.
if it matches
Right?
something, yeah, but usually it doesn't match anything specific.
I mean, why hasn't any other psychic found her? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, like,
it's a good question, and again, I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm
that's okay, Shirley. I didn't mean.
I'm defensive. You're not.
I know.
I'm defensive about it. It annoys me when
He's
people.
protective of me.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenna. I think I've seen you on my channel.
I'm going to give you and to go along with that question, I'm going to give you an example. Recently, a few days ago, I saw Donna doing a panel, and she had mentioned like one of the most recent things she said was a ravine with a train track and a sharp, like a steep cliff, broken barrels in a stream or something like that. I have the description written down.
Broken barrel.
We have not found any broken barrels yet anywhere.
When we went with Nug.
That was a barrel. That was a metal barrel.
It was broken.
No, it was rusted out in holes.
Okay, I'll let you go on.
Anyway, the thing is that there, and she pinned it. So the difference between Donna and a lot of others is she actually put a pin in a map, and we had a phone call after her most recent video where she was kind of doing an update. Her very last update, we had a phone call. Right. Or was it email?
She's uncomfortable with this case.
She doesn't like doing it. No.
Just so you guys know.
It scares her. She doesn't. She thinks it's dangerous. She did show us. She did show us where, but in this panel she was doing, she said, I wish Ryan would go or someone, and nobody has gone. And I wish I could have, like, it was recorded. It was not live. Otherwise I would have explained to her the situation. A lot of psychics who aren't from an area and pin locations don't realize the surrounding area and when you trying to access these locations. And I'm going to show you an example of this particular one that Donna wants someone to search and why it's so difficult.
And we have not been there because it's impossible almost.
I'm going to show everyone.
I'm not.
This is location number 1. Okay.
This is Ryan's thing tonight. I'm just reacting.
I want to do the window. There we go. Share. So I'm going to show you all the location, which is a train trestle. We had explained to her that we did one side of the. Oh, I got to star. Any location suggestions? I'm going to star.
That's what we're here for tonight.
So please do. I really would appreciate. Also, if you can publicly elaborate why. If you can't, then contact us on Facebook Messenger or.
Do they know our?
Or rdube02@gmail.com.
Maybe a mod could put that out there.
Yeah. You shrunk. We've shrunk. I don't know.
That's because the
No, that's not. That's my window. We're doing the map right now.
Yeah, that's because we're with the map.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Anyway. Train crossing here, and this is the area that she really wanted searched. We had done the train trestle way up here near Domtar Park. There's this is this it? Right on this side, there's this other little river, and this train trestle down here. So if you watch that video of Domtar, I'm not sure if it was Domtar or the one after Domtar.
That was a long while ago.
It was. Jen and I parked right here. Right in this parking area. We walked across this bridge. We searched under this trestle. We searched the other side under. We actually almost went up a stream bed on this side, but it was just a stream bed, not a trail. Right. I don't know. We could bushwhack in there someday if we wanted to, but
do you guys realize how many bruises and cuts I have on my legs?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Ryan let you know about the message on Facebook. I couldn't find you on there to message directly.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got it. She can see your message. So that was one train trestle, but this train crossing is the one that Donna actually pinned. Okay, so this pinned crossing is across this land. Now we can park here. This is publicly accessible.
Have we been here?
We've been here in this. public. Let me hide this. Now, this train track, number one, federal crime. You can't walk along the train track to get across.
Little did we know.
All of this. We didn't walk this track.
No, we didn't. I'm just joking.
Okay. To get, because you can't cross the private welding business property with all of their, and this metal storage place. So the only access point to this train trestle, the English folks jump on me when I say it wrong. Is it?
I thought it was trestle.
I'm not even going to try. Train bridge.
Or trestle.
Train bridge. It would be to walk the tracks. So see, the only way to get there is to walk the tracks over here and get to that side where she wants searched. The only other way is by land, either this way, which is, again, there are train tracks. It's behind private property.
That's a lot of land.
And you can't publicly get, like,
I don't see a way in.
There's no public access on that side. And this side is public works, basically. It's the power station. We could, I can't remember. There is fence. You can see the fencing. So you can't walk to the land here and actually, it's all fenced off.
The only way I can see is by water.
Well, then I was thinking the shortest way to water would be the other side, right? Now, I hope Donna sees this, so she sees it's not easily accessible. On the other side, I drive this all the time, and there's essentially a fence along this entire road because this is Eastman Train or Domtar. But anyway,
I have a picture of the train there. It's
industrial area. You cannot. They even have gas lines or water lines, big pipes going all along there.
There's so much industry
and
going on there.
This is all fenced.
Crazy.
It's not like someone could just go here and plop a boat in the water and cross the river. So the only way to get to this point that Donna wants searched really badly would be to go way upriver, probably around Phipps Island area, I think. Domtar Park. See, I don't know if you can even get a boat in. I don't think you can get a boat in here. There's no boat landing by that park. Go behind Riverfront Seafood. I don't like the only boat landing. As long as
you buy me a dinner.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Trestle. Thank you. So maybe it's trestle. It's because we're from New England. Maybe it's because we're from New England.
What did I say? Trestle.
You said trestle.
I said trestle.
I always say trestle.
Yeah, we are from New England.
But people from England, the UK, gave me such a hard time about saying trestle.
Some words are different.
I don't know. So we would have to get on a boat landing. I think there's one down here somewhere. I've seen a public boat landing near the Greenbelt, and take the boat all the way up. I think this is upriver.
By the way, we did get a boat.
We did get a boat. Yeah, we told them last time. Yeah. We have to, and basically we'd have to go upriver past Domtar Park. Maybe actually walk on that island. I would love to do that sometime, just because I searched it with a scope before.
Okay, if there's a way to anchor there.
I have seen people take the type of boat we have down this river. Well, and you can go upriver. So we'd have to go all the way upriver from that boat landing.
So it's legal
all the way. And then I don't know what this is all about.
Is that?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what that's all about.
Huh. Well, we could go around.
That looks fun to deal with.
Can we go around the other?
We'd have to go on the right side.
Yeah.
And then there's this kind of creepy, rocky, whatever that is.
Who knows? What time of year was this taking?
Water goes up and down 3 or 4 feet too.
Do you know what time of year this was taking?
No idea. I'd have to do some research and look at the buildings, like when buildings were there and not there.
Right.
And then we would eventually get to the train crossing, anchor the boat.
You're right, June. Sorry.
And that's my point. So Donna's like, I wish someone would just go search it. Well, come and take a look. Like, how to access it is like a mile of river, and that's the only way to get there. So yes, it's taken a while.
Maybe take a plane and like parachute down.
Look, that's another option.
Why not?
Yep. Then that'd
be fun.
So
something we do.
Obviously, before we can search this area, we need a boat, we need a motor, we need an underwater drone. Now we have that, so this is now a possibility.
Maybe, Jean, I agree. All we want.
But then you got the question. The only reason we would be searching that location is because one person who a lot of our followers actually believe
Yeah, I
100%
know. Yeah.
says that's an important location.
Yeah.
Legit, the logic behind it for me is I've got to figure out why someone related to the case, any one of the top people related to the case, would, the only way something would get there, they would not put anything there.
My question
But it would
is,
flow downriver, or it would flow
maybe
downriver from
that's
another
it,
location.
but otherwise, my question is, if we can't figure out a way to get there, how would anybody else?
Yeah, and that's why river
you know, and somebody, depositing or whatever a body, I don't think
they
would
wouldn't
be able to do this.
a location like this. They don't specifically put someone there, something there.
It would travel down.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in this case, it's a guess of where something got hung up.
That's true. That's true. And somewhere where there are, pilings like that.
Let's read
possible.
this.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Don mentioned the fire tower and airplane beacon when he retraced his steps where he went to look for summer. There are trails off to yes, Chimney Top Loop.
Okay. We've done Chimney Top.
There's a little fire tower and airplane beacon. Oh, that's on top of Chimney Top. There's an airplane beacon up there. I thought there was just a there's a tower. Looks like a hunting tower, but it's like a
no, that's a good hike.
tower.
We could always go
That's
there.
on that's top of our list. Found on Eastman. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Okay. How do you spell?
I know there's a fire tower. Didn't know there was an airplane beacon.
Curiosity. I like your name. Curiosity. Yeah. I like that.
That one
that sounds good.
And that is so. That location is thick, especially this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
There are allegedly caves up there, so I've been dying.
Don't make Ryan go where there might be caves.
I've been dying to get up there. We have a way to access it, and to us, it's just the timing, which I struggle with too because it's thick in the summer, open in the fall, but then you've got the ground covered with fresh coat of fallen leaves. So there's no perfect time.
That's a tough one.
I would love to know what you all think is the perfect time to see well in the Chimney Top Mountain Range area, as well as Ben Hill area.
Well, it's
to be
probably
honest,
summertime, because the leaves. I think we'd need to see the ground.
So we'd have to deal in the summertime. You're not just dealing with the thickness of not being able to see in there, but you also have more likelihood of snakes.
This guy and snakes.
Oh man. Well,
I would just bring a stick.
Well, I would probably. We could wear snake gaiters actually.
I always wanted to get
but it's
gators,
super hot.
I'm good with that.
Super hot though.
No,
so.
I think summer would be the best.
I'm with Gemlane. I feel like winter.
Or winter, yeah, winter would be good.
Because the leaves are kind of
that's true.
Breaking apart, falling. The rain has disintegrated a little bit.
Yeah. That's a good idea, Gem.
Yep.
Gemlane. Sorry, I'm not great with names.
So
Gemlane.
I think winter. That's the only reason we haven't gone up there is because I'm trying to time it when we can get the best.
Jenna, you say the boy. Who does she mean? Does she mean Hunter?
Maybe Hunter.
Hunter?
Or the sons. The brothers. Could be the brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Donna location. It is on the list. I have to admit it's not high because I can't think of a good location where evidence would say someone.
That's probably, as far as I go, maybe on the back of my mind, like at the bottom of my list.
Well, bottom of your list. Wow.
Because
like
if it's hard for us to get to,
upriver would be the Eastman area, the plant. This is the plant area. They would have to maybe the bridge, maybe as a landing ground or something, but I would just look upstream to see logically where someone would toss something that would get caught up there.
Right. I think along the whole thing, we need to see where she might go because it's industry. Like
this is all industry,
all the way. Like
and no one.
That's a long
and no one can access this
river.
Well, you actually, I see fishermen on this part of the river. You can access it, but then there's this underwater kind of dam.
There are so many places for a possible body to get hooked, like stuck before we get to that location that I don't know.
Oh yeah, it would get stuck in
a
whole bunch of areas here potentially way before. And
I don't.
By the way, the if you guys all saw it, the Layla Santinella search we did with Vern, way over here, this bridge, Let me spin the map. This bridge near John B. Dennis Highway, right here where my cursor is, there's a whirlpool where
I remember that.
anything coming down this river would be highly likely to get sucked right down into that underwater grate and stay there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when
he wanted to go near.
Yeah, Vern was like, "Oh, cool, let's go closer." Like,
hey, Jean, I'm not. Can you look at that? Follow the track down. Maybe she's not in the water, just by the tracks. That would still be a hard place to
well, I mean,
access, wouldn't it?
Oh gosh, I just totally. There's the river. The river goes this way.
Sorry, did I interrupt?
No, it's a good thought.
You went past it.
No, her pin's right over here. So that's an option. Meme Jean. I pronounce it meme because that's how I say meme.
Sorry.
But meme. To be placed somewhere, it would have to be. It could be on. I mean, I could see someone potentially walking. We walked up this road, and somewhere here.
How would those tracks be accessible?
Like this isn't. I don't think this is fenced. It might be. No, this is not fenced.
Okay.
So someone could maybe
walk.
What are
those tracks? You see those tracks around in there?
Yeah, I mean, literally people have driven, like utility workers have driven their trucks in there.
So that's a possibility.
So this maybe it's near that pin. It's not in the water, but that's a good thought. Yeah, I mean,
there's so many
places, the search of that location. Yeah, I know that.
Sorry.
Well, it's going back to logically why
kids would walk the trestle. That's true.
Yeah, I know.
Anything that's against the law.
I'll tell you. There are 5 mines, another location I want to go because there's a big open mine on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
You have to walk the tracks across the train bridge.
Kids would totally do that.
Wait, no, you don't. You have to walk down the side. But anyway, I saw videos of kids basically doing a federal crime. Like they're walking a crime, and nobody around
don't care.
They don't care. Nobody usually follows up on it. And I'm surprised they put the video on YouTube.
Oh, the kids did?
Yeah, they're like, let's cross the train trestle.
I've heard of worse videos.
Let's commit a crime and then let's put it on YouTube for the whole world to see. And I'm shocked that
but it's so cool.
I'm shocked that nobody.
They can go to jail and get a teardrop tattoo.
Jen,
what?
Wow.
It's a joke. Ha ha ha.
So.
Oh, Eve, thank you.
Could walk the trestle, I guess.
Can I interrupt?
Go ahead.
Eve, I've just decided it's just my friends being on my channel.
What?
So if you want a really close friend on the channel, join mine. It's just as friends. Anyway, go ahead.
This is why it's so fun with you here.
Thanks.
Like, here I'm trying to be serious, look at location.
I know. Sorry.
Research location. For some reason, by the way, everyone, I don't know what. Kit Bluff jumps out at me.
I haven't even heard of that.
I don't know what it is about it. It's isolated. It's very secluded. It's at the base of Bays Mountain. And to get to it, all you got to do. So if you guys all remember the abandoned. Yeah, trains passing. All right. The abandoned park that we found was this area here, this little patch of land. And all you have to do is walk across really shallow water. And you're on this isolated, secluded. I think there's a quarry. I think there's a quarry right there.
Did we do that?
No, we have not done this.
How isolated do you mean?
There's a quarry right here.
How shallow do you mean?
No, it's like literally
shallow to you is not shallow.
Just above your ankle. It's like nothing to get across.
Throughout the
well, if it's high, then it's maybe your knees, but that's it. No, I'm serious. You'd be shocked.
Okay.
You'd be shocked.
We've tried.
Where the footprints are found. Good news about that, by the way. So there's a local. I mentioned in our last live. Some locals are very angry about how long this case is taking. Like 3 years is too long. They know people. They have friends in not Ben Hill, but Beach Creek area. There is a place near where the footprints are found. Landowners have given that person permission, which by default, she's like, you guys can come with me. I want to do a search. So that's in the heart of where They did search, I believe, the radius, 5-mile radius that they searched for summer. Originally, I believe it falls within that, but it's been a long time.
Why haven't we gone there?
Meth labs,
Oh.
private property.
So do we have an army?
We do.
We need an army to go with us.
We kind of do.
So why don't we go?
I mean, you know who we have to help.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Who we have,
So
but why don't we do it?
because we didn't have permission. Now,
Oh,
as
yeah.
of like a couple weeks ago, we have permission to get into there. So
Okay, so that's coming up.
we
then.
need more protection. So we're going to have to work out some security details. But yes, yeah, we're going to go.
None of it's very safe, as you, like that's what
And
we're saying.
I'm not going to show anyone where we're going near Beach Creek
Vicky,
because
you would go. You're very brave.
Yes. It's good. More people, the better.
Yeah.
For that one, we'd have to vet every single person who comes just for safety because we don't know who lives around there and who knows who. So
that's not an easy.
There is something really cool I wanted to show you guys. I don't usually do this kind of research publicly, so I'm trying to be really careful what I share.
You didn't tell me about this.
Like I'll sit here like this doing this research, and then
June, thank you.
June, you are so sweet. So Vicky, reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. If you're local, I mean, the more people, the better. Or rdube02@gmail.com. I would love to have more people coming. It'll be a tough hike. I mean, it's off trail.
Sorry,
so
I'm looking at something on my phone.
Oh, Missy, I want to talk about that too. That is a good one. We should cover that next. So in my vision, she was disposed of from a boat. Perp was not on foot, has his own boat, making it easier for them to do it. And Missy, so again, we don't only focus on, we usually don't even have psychic information on a lot of places we go, but there are some like the Fort Patrick Henry Dam that it's like this confluence of several psychics, 2 or 3, who have pointed to that location. Jen felt weird in the area.
Okay, this is what I was going to say. This is the one place that I want to go back. Like, not the one, no, the
top
place I most want to go back to.
So that's your number one.
Yes.
So that
we're talking about Beach Creek, right? No.
We're
talking about
Fort Patrick Henry Dam,
yeah,
where we went with Nog and Adam.
Okay, yes, but not the place we actually went.
So the Cove. So Missy, the what's that bend called again? Chase Bend, where a few of you have said like that is a good place to search. If you go around Chase Bend all the way to Grace Point Fellowship Church, there's those cliffs. What am I talking about? Let me just show you. Here I'm trying to describe it.
While he's talking, Vicky and I have started a book club on Facebook. Maybe Vicky can give you guys the information. I don't know, Vicky, if you're still here. Sorry to call you out. Okay, Ryan's ready.
I got to pin Strike Starfellow. I pinned your comment. We'll get to that. I do have an answer, but I want to try to focus.
Curiosity.
Oh shoot, sorry. My husband and I have been traveling. We're in Myrtle Beach. I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, great. If you guys are in East Tennessee.
Anybody, that would be great.
We are actually thinking now of organizing searches specifically for some areas that take a lot of, it's not going to be fun. I got to tell you guys, some of these places we want to go to are literally old trash dumps. Like that have been used.
That was my idea.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is my wonderful, fun idea.
Because of things we're hearing, we're thinking that things could have been tossed in places like that. Not only one, but several. It's going to take a lot of opening containers.
I think it was like we've gone to so many places.
We're going to need like hazmat
suits. Trash everywhere. And we've focused on, the areas around, that we wanted to look, but we've ignored the actual trash piles. And I was thinking, gee, maybe somebody would, dispose of something in those trash piles. So I think that's what we need to do, but it's, not going to be fun.
No, it won't be fun.
No.
It'll take a whole day practically. So,
But I'm willing to
but
do it.
with that said, we do have some locations that are fun. I mean, we've got like mountainsides to cover, and having more people for those would be wonderful because then you line up and you can cover more ground.
Right.
I do like this idea. The good thing is we do have former retired military
Yeah.
folks who are willing to help.
Mhm.
They do have to travel, so but we don't have to pay for them. They're willing to for missing children. They're willing to do anything.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
I'm going to answer this, I guess. We went to one of the work sites, which was it's now a development, although there's still some houses getting put
Okay.
up. As far as like, you know, take it for what it's worth, Jen feeling energies of places, she was like, it's a development.
Except that one place that connected to where I want to go.
I'm talking Jonesboro.
Oh, Jonesboro?
Yeah, the development
okay,
where he.
I was talking. You know what I'm talking.
Yes, I'm jumping around because of the comments.
Oh,
I'm sorry. This is the development that he was working on back when Summer disappeared. Now it's like a complex.
Right. I
Right.
remember.
So that I can't remember the name of that one. Shoot. But we went to one, but then other people told us there was another one with another name, and we never went to that second one, just because we didn't feel like Jonesboro was.
No, we've gone to Jonesboro a few times in a few different areas.
We went near the.
Yeah. Is that where we went to the gazebo?
The gazebo, that building that there was.
It was just
weird.
Not.
There were train tracks we couldn't get to.
No.
Then we went to the park. You found that little heart.
Yeah, that was
interesting.
Interesting, but I think that park was not a good park, but
it was creepy.
I don't know. Jonesboro in general, I don't
think
really was a place.
Thank you, Robin. So yeah, Meadowbrook is the one I don't think we've been to.
Okay.
I believe that's the one. We went to one that Donna had mentioned, which it was a different one. It wasn't Meadowbrook, I don't think. Okay. So, I mean,
any place we can check is.
But again, the list is really long. So it's good to have good reason. If he was working there, then a lot of people have the theory that things were placed
I don't
potentially.
Want to go into the day, but I have issues.
I understand.
with all that. So
the question is, we don't have that. I mean, we don't have that on our list currently to check that out. Should we? Do you think we should? At the
moment, I think there are other things we should check out first.
So bottom of the list.
Well, I don't know, like on the list, but not at the top.
Meadowbrook.
I don't want to make anybody feel bad.
Meadowbrook is on the list. On the list. The reason I like it is because there is at least a story behind it. It's not just, hey, go check this place out. So.
Yeah, Jenna, I kind of agree.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it was our last resort when we started because we had no information. As we started getting information, you don't need to use it as much or
probably shouldn't say that, but those spots that have been suggested to us have been spots that anybody would have thought we should check. I probably shouldn't say that.
It's okay. It's your opinion.
No, but I mean, like these spots are you know, kind of obviously spots we should check, in my opinion. Am I wrong? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like putting people down, maybe, but it's just my opinion.
It's tough. I'll tell you, there's some that's way off in left field, and I probably shouldn't. This is a little bit of drama. I'll try to be careful about it, but everyone was for a while being like, you need to go listen to psychic medium Sarah, who
I don't really follow these
so
people,
I think it was a trap. I think this was like a weird trap.
Thank you, June.
There was some kind of weird trap, I think, where someone came on
a trap.
Someone texted me one night and they're like, hey, psychic medium Sarah's doing this live, you need to come check it out because she's talking, either she was talking about me,
talking about the summer,
talking about us or talking about Summer, but for some reason she's like, you need to go. So I go on this live. And I never really went to her lives before. I never went to her lives before because I thought she was in cahoots with
someone else.
Yeah, that person who shall be unnamed, who we don't talk to anymore. The wife.
I know.
I'll refer to the wife.
I know who you mean.
So I'm like, I don't want to get involved with that, but she wasn't there, and I just was, I'm fine, I'll check it out. And she was talking about locations for summer.
Mm.
So I'm like, I'm really interested in that.
Yeah,
So
of
I'm
course.
I'm in this live and I'm asking questions, and literally she's like talking to me in the live
Yeah.
about potentially, hey, you guys can potentially go here. She was
Mhm.
talking about Chattanooga. Like, who the heck has been talking about Chattanooga
Nobody.
at all in this case? Other than a couple people that it's claimed that some people traveled there for different
I'm
reasons.
sorry, but people have said that she's in other places.
I don't even want to know where you're going.
Oh, I'm gonna take a break for a
Okay.
second.
Okay, just
Get
come
you
back.
some
Yeah,
water.
thank you. Yeah, water. And so I went to this live, and come to find out, the next day or a couple days later, so I got all this information about maybe Chattanooga locations, but it was vague because she's saying like things like the word coal, and she does her thing, like she writes down, she scribbles stuff, and that's how she meditates or something. And she was coming up with things like this mountain ravine. The ravine kind of sounds like what Donna says. And she used the word coal and a whole bunch of other things. I made a bunch of notes, and I'm being active in this live. And then the next day or 2 or 3 days later, the wife of, the person we don't talk to anymore, Chattanooga is like 4.5, 5 hours away, Susan. It is, if you go south from Nashville, it's kind of like it's far from here. It's far from yeah, thank you. It's, you know what I'm talking about. It's far from Ben Hill. It's really far, and it would have to be, it's like the Utah theory, you know what I mean? Yes, I kind of felt that way, but after that live, then I see, I'm going to just say Ziggy was making fun of the fact that Psychic Medium Sarah and I were talking about Chattanooga, and she's like making fun of the whole thing. So I'm like, what? I'm not. If I work with Psychic Medium Sarah, I'm not going to work with her publicly. And so everybody, there's so many of our followers, our subscribers wanted us to work with her for some reason. Apparently, a lot of people like her. So I privately emailed her. I'm like, I'm happy to work with you on the summer case. I just need more information because your stuff you're coming up with is really general. I need more specific information. And by the way, could you help us work on the Layla case, the Layla Santinello case? Because we really need help with that. If you have anything on that, that would be great. She's like, perfect, no problem. I'm sorry. And she even said, I told her about the live that was making fun of us. She's like, well, I'm just going to block her. I'm not into drama. Happy to help you with Layla. Send me a picture. So I send her a picture, and I'm like, we're just going to work privately. Nobody has to really know. I don't need any of this drama. And then next thing I know, someone like, this is like maybe 1 month later, someone tells me that all of a sudden Psychic Medium Sarah's talking crap about us for no reason. Out of the blue, she's saying, no, I'm not going to say what she
So we
said.
should just not talk about her.
Well,
right now.
sorry.
That's my opinion.
I have blocked and all that stuff. I just don't get it. Going back to the Chattanooga thing. It's that type of thing. Like, some psychics come up with this stuff like far away, very general, and then when I want to work with them and ask for more details, I don't get more like very specific things.
I just agree. Spiritual gangstress. I like your name. No, not that one.
Oh, sorry. Which one?
The other one. That one.
Sorry.
I mean, others are fine too, but
yeah, I agree. No, that's what we did. And I might have blocked your email too.
I gotta say something.
It's over now. I just don't get what that was
I've been married to Ryan for 27 years. And he, in his past, could really take a grudge. But he has changed.
Thank you.
As far as that concerned,
I've worked very hard.
He's worked very hard to do this, and I'm very proud of him.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
This setting boundaries is a huge part of that. Like, if you get eaten up by drama, like people talking about you can't stop thinking about you have to respond, which I kind of did tonight. We don't normally do that. I don't normally respond.
No, it's just,
but it's just the weirdness of it, like out of the blue. We didn't do anything. We didn't say anything to
It
her.
was like a covert operation.
I don't.
Almost.
Maybe it was meant to.
I think.
Maybe it was meant to
But
trap
maybe we
us.
should stop talking about it.
Well,
'cause it
anyway,
doesn't even matter
my point
anymore.
is my normal approach and the approach we've always taken is what you just said, Jenna. I'm sorry,
June?
spiritual gangstress. I
Good
love that name. Yeah.
That's cool.
Is the blocking thing is beautiful because you can remove it from your Facebook feed. So like that channel no longer is in your
It
consciousness.
doesn't exist.
It's beautiful.
But you're talking about it right now.
No, I'm talking about in
What's
general.
that?
General. I block like half of YouTube at this point. Like all the bad
Thank
stuff.
you, Eve.
And so like your life when you get on YouTube, you don't have to be infected by stuff, mean stuff. It's beautiful. And then you don't have to get the trolls either because you can hide them from your channel. It's like you can customize your YouTube experience and you customize your following,
understand
your platform.
how hard it is because I'm such a sensitive person, and that's why I don't follow some people because I would get depressed by some things people say about us, and I don't know.
That's why
he's able to do that, and I'm really proud of him for that.
Because if I keep seeing it, what happened? We used to happen when I was.
Thank you, Stephanie. I agree.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Tammy, there was an Ivy. Yeah, the Ivy Trail is what led us to the Ivy. It was that was the name of the complex that we went to. Did not hear about Meadowview. This was early. We were just starting our research. I heard about Meadowview many times after that, but we did check out Ivy Trail or Ivy Trace or something like that.
I'm sorry, I've been talking too much.
It's just you like the comments. You always like.
I'm just proud of you for like how far you've come with dealing with this kind of stuff.
Jen has seen me at a point in my life where if one person, like at work or something,
you had like a hate list.
I had a hate list, and I would literally work hard over years to get back at the people on that hate list. Like I would invest so much energy, and they say like revenge is best served up cold. That was my motto. If 10 years later I could like just slam them into the ground really hard,
that'd make you feel real good.
And they wouldn't even know where it came from. They'd be like, "Why is my life turned upside down because I got arrested for something? Like somebody reported me," and it was like, "Ha, I got you." But it served no purpose. I spent all my life, my energy, on hate.
But I knew you when we got married. Not that you guys need to know this backstory, but when we got married, Ryan was only 21 and I was 22.
I got married young.
22, 23.
I was 22.
You're 21.
Oh yeah, you're a year and a half older than me.
I am. Shut up. But anyway, so 27 years. Like we've both kind of grown up together in a way because we were so young when we got married, and Ryan has he's matured so much. I'm not saying you were immature.
Oh, I was immature.
But I'm just pretty impressed.
I was so immature.
Yeah, and now he holds me back sometimes.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't allow me to see things.
Yes.
Because I would just get depressed. I wouldn't try to.
I don't call it depressed. You depressed is like really depressed, but I don't call it depressed. I call it seething. You can't stop thinking.
No, I can't stop thinking.
You're dwelling.
Yeah, dwelling on it because I take things really hard. Yes. But I don't have a hate list.
Oh yeah, but this is the key. What Jem Lane said.
Anyway,
karma. I'll tell you. Part of my maturing process was seeing in life, like the people who bullied you in high school, who were cruel, like all the mean girls. Like I'm sure some of you have had to deal with the mean girls who just talked about you behind your back and stabbed you in the back, or I don't know, made up stories about you.
That was one of the little wildflowers.
Actually, there's still a lot of mean girls.
That's one of the little,
wildflower.
Well, not in that group exactly.
Like half of YouTube is like mean girls though, so it's still a thing, not just high school.
Right, but I mean, I'm 50. Ryan doesn't like to say how old he is, but he's younger than me. 48.
Anyway,
You should get it by now.
Trying to make
is
a
what
point.
I'm saying.
I'm trying to make a point. My point was, you look at
Good
the
job, Mamie.
you look at the people who were mean to you long time ago, and you look at like if you were the nice people, all the nice people, all the friends I had in high school, like I was really good friends with usually the nice people.
Yeah, of course.
They were, a lot of them were bullied ones too, or like they were the nerd crowd kind of.
Yeah,
no, I hung
but
out.
they're the smart ones.
They were very smart. And so you see the path of those people 20 years later. One of them, oh my gosh, she was picked on so bad. She was like a nerd girl. The mean girls were so mean to her. And her life is amazing right now.
Of course.
She like,
good for her.
She filled into herself. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful family.
Aw.
She has but then you go look at all the people who were mean in high school. They're still living in the same town.
They're working at the
who knows where.
Dime.
Yeah, it's like karma. Karma is a real thing. Like what goes around
but
absolutely
we don't
comes
want
around.
anybody to fail or whatever. It's just, I do believe in karma.
The universe, kindness gets multiplied in the universe, and like in the future, the things come back.
Oh yeah.
Well, you put out good things, all of a sudden you've got good people in your life.
Yeah.
You got more good people in your life, and life is better when you've got.
Carries you higher.
Yeah.
So that's our like little offshoot.
What were we? Okay, so what I've got on the screen, and I've had this map up forever while we're talking. I'm sorry, everyone, I didn't bring us bigger, but.
Janie.
And by the way, it's the Republican National Convention right now.
What are you talking about? Talk about an offshoot.
I know, but I wasn't going to do this live because I'm like, who's going to come and watch us when you've got Trump?
You just got shot
going
in the ear.
live.
What?
Yeah, what's the point? What?
Well, I mean, everybody's going to watch him.
Yeah, everybody's going to want to watch Trump, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to. Should you do this live? Like so I'm like, I was going to cancel this live, and then I decided we'll do it for an hour, but like it's coming up at 10 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
So we're probably going to lose like everyone.
How many of you are we going to lose?
Like are half of you going to go watch Trump, or
you can watch us both at the same time?
Should we watch Trump? Should we watch Trump until he's done and then get back to our?
I'd rather not.
Like live?
Okay. Rather not. We can watch him like later, like not in real time, couldn't we?
Okay, so we've got at least one or two people saying they'll hang around for us.
Good for you. I don't know why, but I feel more awake tonight than usual.
Oh, you guys, she's more awake. We may cover a lot of ground. So we'll hang around here. So this location,
June,
we're gonna get back to, and this is the cove that Jen wants to go to.
So much. Can you guys like convince him that we need to go here again, please?
So there's Grace Point Fellowship. There's the cove. And this is where Nug and Adam dove, found the barrel.
Sorry.
This is Chase Bend.
June.
What'd she say?
Sorry.
Where is it? Point to it.
Where is she?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, June.
I don't know anyone running called Anne, but.
Oh, Steven.
Steven is I think he's retired police detective.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was messaging me.
Oh, it's hard to say. It's hard to say if she has been in the water at one point, and I don't know. It's just
okay. So
it's a crazy thing.
Here are my thoughts about Waterland.
Okay.
If you go back which a lot of people are still doing on YouTube, constantly going back over all the old interviews and the stories, and half of them are mention water. And so there's the comment about, a lot of people say, Dawn said she's swimming with the fishes. I hate to repeat that stuff, but he made the comment that he thinks she's just swimming with the fishes, which is one of those
abducted.
Listen, well, yes, but he was basically trying to say that he doesn't think she's with us anymore.
Right.
does that mean a lot of people just read right into that and they're like, oh, he's saying that, they've got that's what he did, but it's also a phrase people use to say, I don't think they're with us
That's
anymore.
true.
So
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
not going to read into it, but there is that, Stephen. So there is the comment at least. But then there's also the fact that in the South, like I found so many cases of criminals dumping evidence in the creek. Like dumping things in the creek is such a common thing. They're
Right.
there
I
there are
mean,
remains found all the time in creeks.
if
It's
there's
crazy.
water, people are going to go to the water to dump evidence, in my opinion.
They think it's an
the
easy place.
easiest
Yeah.
thing to do.
Chances though 50-50.
Mm,
There's also the
that's a
problem
tough
is
one.
the problem is there's so many stories and so many rabbit trails that could be true. And some of those stories are that somebody took her into the mountains and hid her somewhere up there. So
Right.
the mountains, and there's real people accused in the rumors. It's all rumor mill stuff, unfortunately.
That's why we can't say for sure.
But
like basically what we're saying is we don't know.
we don't know. So maybe it is 50-50, although
Right.
I do lean more toward water. That's
sorry. Spiritual gangsters.
we would make the worst president.
Both of us, or one of us is president, one is
Well, we kind of balance
vice
we kind of
president.
balance each other out,
I think we make
right? Because
well
you're the like
vice president.
empathetic. Wait, I'm vice president or you're vice president?
I guess I'm vice.
Okay.
I just assume I'm vice
You're
president.
like the empathetic one, and I'm like the, I guess, more logical kind of.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fact. We are really getting off track, aren't we?
It's okay.
I can't
We're
help
here to
it.
chat.
That was funny.
Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, it's man,
Hi, Heather.
it still feels like it still does feel like a throwing a dart at a dartboard.
Yeah.
There are locations that I feel less like that. Like the Beach Creek locations, I feel so much more like I just feel like there's more potential.
I think we're just honing in. Like we've gone to so many locations, and I think maybe we're honing in on the ones we feel strongly about.
But I also feel strongly about like the work we've been doing in the Holston River. I don't know if it's related to summer, but I feel like that's a place people would go to get rid of evidence. But it may not be related to the summer case, because for that it's like, oh yeah, her family goes there all the time. It's a fishing spot for the family, but like, what does that prove? You know what I mean? It's
I don't know about that
Oh,
fishing spot.
let's
thing.
talk about this. Let's talk about
What?
110.
What's 110?
A lot of people are like,
I should know that, right?
what's the address?
Oh, sorry.
Of course you know that.
Sorry, guys.
So many people in almost every video, people are like, you're wasting your time. You need to search 110. So I'm going to let you give your opinion. You want to go first or second? Because I'm going to give my opinion, and
it's not going to happen. We won't be allowed.
Well, let's say we were. Would you want to?
Well, yeah.
You'd want to search 110?
I'd really want to take a look around. I think I would get a feeling for what happened, maybe. If I could, in my head, go through that day.
Okay, you're not going to search. You're going to feel the land. You're going to feel the emotions.
If I could go back and try to figure out where Summer was during that day and what her footsteps were, if any of that was plausible. I mean, looking back, if I imagine I'm Summer, some of it I don't think is plausible. Some of what was said that happened.
You don't think
I don't know.
You don't think some of the stories that were told, you're saying like the swimming hole and visiting all the Sonic and all the places, you don't think that's plausible?
When she got home, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all up in the air.
Right, and nobody knows except the people that were up on that hill and Summer.
Well, I would say nobody knows.
and possible person
Well,
who.
TBI absolutely knows when they were at certain locations.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
not, maybe
yeah,
not
yeah.
swimming hole, because I don't know if cameras at the stables, probably not.
Right.
But they know when they were at Sonic. They know when they were at Food City. They know when they were at, you know what I mean? Was it Food City?
No,
We
it
have a
was
list. We-
save something food. I don't
Save a
remember.
lot or something like that.
Yeah,
So they have cameras there, and they know
they
those locations.
did go
They
to
know the
those
timing.
locations.
They know the timing.
Yes,
TBI knows. Unfortunately, nobody else knows.
but there are discrepancies about like what Hunter says and what Candace says.
Oh yeah.
But gosh, going into that, it makes no difference because that hasn't changed. What everybody says is the same as it was at the beginning.
No,
So,
what? Stories have changed. Hunter has changed details. Absolutely.
oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What did
Oh
he
yeah.
say?
For now, he's saying Dawn was home. Now he's saying Dawn called
Okay,
and was
that
like,
makes a very big
"There's
difference.
somebody sneaking around the house." Like
Well,
that's
I heard that part.
that's a new story though.
Oh, can we not? Let's do this at a different live because that's a lot.
Oh, analyzing that. So
Holy.
yeah, we were gonna actually cover that day. We were gonna
Wow.
in person go and
We did.
well, we messed up.
We tried.
We have the actual. We had incorrect
Ugh.
locations, so we got the timelines. We're actually going to try to study that day,
Mhm.
see how long it takes to travel to the places, which will be interesting.
We tried to
but
do that.
I don't know.
If it was like they said,
But
it would
again-
have been a long, tiring day for Summer, in my opinion.
she would have been exhausted.
She would have been totally exhausted.
Yep. When she got home, which I think the swimming hole story happened. I think
Yeah.
they went.
Oh yeah, I think they went.
Why, the motive behind it, the timing of things, that's all up in the air, but they went. And
All
then
I
they went
know
home.
is I think Summer was exhausted when she got home. So that makes me wonder why she would have gone out and run around.
Yeah, if she was
That's
exhausted,
my-
she would have passed out
Yeah, she would have been
downstairs or wherever.
exhausted. Or whatever. I don't.
That's a good point.
We have opinions.
She would have, but
I hate giving opinions because I don't know the truth.
I mean, everyone is allowed to have a theory.
I know, but let's do that another time.
You don't want to talk about that either?
What?
Like, why not? We're here. Let's just talk about it. People are interested in that. But we should get back to Gem Lane's question, which we started answering. You would want to go to 110 to feel the energy of the place.
Oh yeah,
the emotions
I would go
of
there.
the emotions of things that happen there.
I haven't said, and I've said this to Ryan a few times, but nobody else. Has anyone else noticed the red canoe that was up?
Yeah. The one that
Yeah.
was standing up against the.
For some reason, I have some feelings about that red canoe. That it might be a symbol or sign to people.
Could it be like just sort of like a intuitive suspicion that it was
Yes.
used? That it was used?
See, this is why I don't like to give my opinion because I
Oh,
don't
I'm
want
not-
people to say it's like true. But
No, that's why I called it. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying an intuitive suspicion that it was used. You know what I mean?
I have an intuitive suspicion
Okay.
that it was used as a symbol.
So then that leans more toward potential. Again, assuming.
I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, you all know they had a canoe, right? It was literally like in some of the pictures up
It
against
was
the.
up against the wall, but then in some places,
I don't think that's
it
any
was
secret.
down.
I mean, that's everybody
Yeah.
has studied
I
those
just
pictures. So
felt like it.
yeah.
The candy.
Oh, that's the candy. Is the grandmother gave
Oh yeah, she gave her
candy, which
Mm.
I always hated giving kids candy. Creeped me out.
Thank you.
Unless it was
Eve.
unless it was a lifesaver. What?
She said I have a right to my opinion.
Yes, she does.
Thank you.
Not the
And I'm not saying it's true. It's just totally my.
It is weird, like throwing in grandmother gave her candy in the middle of the story. You know how when you watch true crime, like people give extra details in certain
Yes.
situations. Why did they do that?
They're trying really hard to cover their bases.
To cover all bases.
Yes.
So why giving The detail of giving candy.
Well, there are details that were quite specific.
Yeah.
Why are we getting into this?
Because it was asked. It was
okay.
asked. Anyway, so Jen would go to 110 to answer the question earlier again, to fully
I
answer
would.
it. Jen would go
The
because
answer is I would.
because she would want to get sort of like see if she could sense things that happen,
Mhm.
especially if there's something really traumatic. She could potentially pick up on it. I honestly, and I might get some hate for this. I don't know why. I don't know, but
Mhm.
I have no interest.
No?
I have zero interest in going
Really?
to one because I've talked to people who know the people who searched,
Mhm.
and they searched a 5-mile radius on that day.
Oh, I know.
They
They totally
listen,
searched.
they brought canine dogs in who can sniff through concrete.
Oh, I know.
Those canine dogs, there's one from Knoxville they told me about.
That's not what I'm interested in. I want to know what
Hey, this
Summer
is
went through.
I'm sharing my
Sorry.
opinion. I'm sharing my opinion. I'm not saying yours is wrong. I'm just saying they had cadaver dogs. One I know from Knoxville.
yeah,
Don't know if it was there. Can sniff through concrete. They searched everywhere.
Oh yeah, they did an exhaustive search.
I heard stories indirectly from EquiSearch, details of their searches, and they came across bears running through the woods, like the bear territory, and they sifted through the land. Now, people will say, okay, yes, it was searched at the beginning, but things got moved.
That's possible.
Maybe it was hidden. Maybe something was hidden. Maybe it was brought back. But that wasn't the only time they searched that property. They have searched that property multiple times. When people are like, she's in a well on the property, do you really think law enforcement or TBI is like so amateur and stupid that they wouldn't know? And I'm not offending it. I don't mean to offend anyone who says search a well. But you guys, have searched that property so much.
Thing is, if she has been moved around, they would constantly have to research. I don't mean research like look things up. I mean like research the places they've already looked at.
Yeah. I will give you this. The people who do want that property searched, I will give you this. I think it has been a really long time. So if people are right about, number one, assuming the guilty party is involved in that property, which I'm not assuming, but if you are assuming that, then you could make the argument that they waited long enough and then moved really disgusting remains.
Well, we don't want to talk about that, do we?
Back. I'm just saying, like, to justify.
I don't know if you guys know if this is true. I heard that the house has been remodeled and that the downstairs, like the stairs, you know, the way the stairs were, or I don't know what it was. The stairs to
Did they fix the stairs?
The basement. I heard that they've remodeled that.
Oh, well,
which is good for the family.
I know.
I don't know if there's a reason, but
a day late and a dollar. Sorry.
But that happened.
Yeah, that
maybe.
Was
Does anyone know if that's true?
I think they did. I heard they did.
Okay, Eve. I thought I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, I mean, yeah.
The Toyota truck.
Oh, you guys, let me show you something about the truck.
Oh goodness.
No, it's probably not. I'm sure it's nothing. This blew my mind. Like I was searching locations, and of course the red truck. Right? Everyone is. Where's the red truck? Is there a red truck? Who's tied to the red truck? And I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't do a BMV search either. If I was a detective, I would have been like, okay, somebody saw a Toyota, a red Toyota truck. Guys, give me a list of every freaking red Toyota truck registered in the state of Tennessee and Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina.
They must have been able to see like if it was a newer model or an older. I mean, like
and then
look different.
And then knock down the list. Older models,
right?
Maybe a smaller list.
A rack on the back that holds
and the owner and the owner's a painter. Knock down the list even further. Like, why wouldn't? I don't know. How hard is it? I don't want to judge.
But it makes me think there was none. There wasn't I mean, like if you know what I mean, like that would be kind of.
It was weird.
Noticeable.
I will get back to the truck story, by the way. How long from the time Summer disappeared was the house searched? Oh, it was, gosh, they were there that night. I mean, they were
Oh, yeah.
there to
But-
get, she got reported. They started searching that
Mhm.
night. It went on the next day. They had more people coming in. EquiSearch came in. Oh, I was told when, but I can't remember.
Well, that's the water. That's not the house.
No, EquiSearch, they searched the land. That's Dave Rader from,
Okay.
and they searched, they came later, but it was not that long after. So it was immediate.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how long after they had transitioned from ground searches to like just the investigation phase that they actually returned. I know they returned to Field Road area and did a second search, and that was 2022. I think that was the
Mhm.
following year. They searched Field Road and that general area. But I've also heard they searched the house as well multiple times. They've searched Fred's properties as well multiple times. So
Pam, you're a sweet soul. I don't know if you heard me.
where?
Pam.
Love summer for passionate. Oh, yeah,
You are a sweet soul.
yeah.
Monkey.
I need to show people this.
What
thing,
is
so
monkey,
I-
Ryan?
all right,
What happened to monkey?
monkey is the the term they give him.
Who?
Hold on a second. Where are you seeing that?
Why am I so out of it?
No, monkey was. Oh, I'm sorry. Could Lucy? Could you remind us? Oh, the case. I need to focus because I'm trying to find. I want to. I need to focus because I'm trying to find this video I want to show you guys of a red truck I found in the most unusual place you would ever imagine a red truck would show up. It just blew my mind. It's probably nothing. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's just like, what? Jen, why don't you go ahead and respond to comments? while
I'm
looking?
looking.
I hope I can find it again.
Michael Vaughn.
Michael Vaughn, thank you. I just couldn't remember the case. They refer to Michael Vaughn as a monkey.
Mhm.
You can respond to comments because if I read comments, I'm
I'm
going to get
trying, but
distracted.
I okay.
And I really want to find this video because it's crazy. Okay, I think this is it.
Showing
You
it.
will see. It's insane. I should have.
You're a dork.
No, you don't understand. There's a
Okay,
scene.
sorry. I'll shut up.
Oh, so maddening. Anyway, I'll show you guys. Oh, maybe this is it.
You heard of Syria Paris?
What?
Another case?
Can you point? I can't. Can you point? Desiree
Desiree.
Desiree
joy.
Ferris is another case I followed for years. Oh, what state? I don't think I've heard of that one.
You know, I have friends in Maine that have started posting missing people in Maine.
Are you
us.
serious? That's amazing.
Goosebump.
Oh, my dad actually. So my dad now is into missing persons, and he saw a news report of a boy who got found,
Oh.
and he messaged me and he's like, "Isn't this great news?" I'm like, "Oh, Dad's
That's
following
so
missing
sweet.
persons cases."
See, this like radiates out, which is awesome.
It's just amazing.
Yes,
More
it's like
people follow these
people
cases.
who know us from Maine are looking for missing people. It's just awesome.
I'm so mad. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Anyway, there's a place you all probably heard of. Well, some of you probably heard of called. Let me share this here. Yeah, I know. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, yeah, June. I know, right?
Yeah. I can hear you. So this place, Blue Hole Falls, you guys. I know that we're having great conversations in the chat. It's fantastic.
I'm trying.
But this place, and I don't think this is the video that shows it, unfortunately. Blue Hole Falls Blue Hole Hideaway. This is in like Central Tennessee. This might be the one.
Yeah, mouth of the dirty south is everywhere. I'm just beginning to realize
Yeah.
it's sad.
So this place right here that you're looking at on the screen is a quarry somewhere. Right now I can't remember. Oh, it's in Athens, Tennessee. Have any of you heard of this place? Blue Hole Hideaway. Like
Looks pretty cool.
teenagers
to me.
used to like jump and just dive from really high. You can see,
It's pretty
and like,
fun.
just like it's deep. It's really clear.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? It's blue, like the bluest
Yeah,
water.
very beautiful.
And somebody mentioned this place to me as like I don't remember if it was a psychic or just someone
Where is
suggesting
this?
places, but it was somebody mentioned Blue Cove Hideaway.
In
Okay, so
Tennessee?
Eve knows it.
In
It's in Tennessee. It's
Tennessee?
in Athens,
Okay.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they shut the place down because people have passed away from
From jumping? Oh,
or
no way.
some injuries happened.
Shoot.
Kept happening, and so the town was like shut it down.
Wow.
This poor guy has been trying to reopen it. I think putting
Doesn't
in
looks unsafe.
it doesn't look
to me.
unsafe, but there. So somebody had mentioned it. Yeah, I bet
Oh,
the water's cold.
I've heard that.
Most quarries, right?
I've heard that if you hit cold water, your body is not able to swim for a few minutes. So that might be why it's so dangerous. Like
You
your
serious?
body is not like it's so in shock, it's not able to do what it's supposed to do.
Oh, because you're like,
Yeah,
like you hold your breath. Yeah,
that might.
I've heard that too. But so somebody had mentioned this to me. So when somebody mentions a location to me, I do research to see number one if it's tied to anybody in the story.
Hmm.
Maybe hypothermia. I don't. It was summer. I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry, Shelly.
I'm sorry,
Very
Shelly.
sorry.
Oh
Very
man.
sorry.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah.
So sorry for your loss.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I was doing research, trying to tie it to the case to see if there's any reason we should search this. And the only one thing I found that connected this to the summer case, I found something. I found a red truck.
I remember you showed me that.
They had a video.
Right?
They had a video, and I don't know if this is it. I'm going to play it through. They had a video. They were diving down with cameras, and down. One girl had actually gone down to the bottom and slipped into this truck. And I'm like,
What?
I swear that's a red truck. She's sitting at the
Slipped
steering wheel.
into the
She
truck?
slipped inside the driver's seat, which is really dangerous underwater. She dove
I'm so
underwater.
confused.
She
right
dove
now.
under. Okay, a girl in the video
Yeah.
dove underwater in the quarry,
Right.
went down to the truck, got
There was a truck in the water.
in the water, a red
Okay, I'm
truck.
thinking of a different truck.
A red truck
Okay.
is in that quarry. And I found out from this video that was just like people diving, and one of the clips was her behind the steering wheel underwater in this red truck. So I'm like,
That's bizarre.
it was so bizarre. I'm like, I wasn't expecting to see anything like
Weird.
that. I'm gonna see if it's this video. I'm hoping it is. This looks like the one
That's
I saw.
something that Vern would be interested in.
Vern would want. See, I contacted the guy. I gotta tell you, I'm
This
like,
guy?
yeah, the guy who owns it right now, and I'm like, can I just
Wow.
send my drone down in here because I really want to see the stuff under the water, and I haven't heard back. Because he's trying to reopen it, and he can't, so he
Call
probably is like,
Nuggin. I agree, Vicky. We should call Nuggin, right?
he can't get his boat in here. There's no
Nug?
Nug can't get his boat in here.
Oh,
There's,
come on, there must be a way.
I don't think so.
You should figure it
See,
out.
this isn't it. Anyway, I'll find the video and I'll post it on the community post. But there is a red truck, or was at one point a red truck. It didn't show. I couldn't really make out the make and model. It was weird. It was just really weird. It's very surreal. I wanted to cover that one. So.
Oh, Shelly, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I
can't imagine.
I got to tell you a story about when I was about that age. What's 8th grade? How old are you?
Yeah, that's about 13.
About 8th grade.
Yeah.
I had a best friend who I slept over his house all the time. We had so much fun. He
You're
had
like best friends.
yes, he had we like jumped our bikes into accidentally into wood piles and all kinds of crazy stuff. And when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade or 8th grade,
Don't
remember which,
tell the gory dude.
he had a snowmobile accident and passed away. And I at 13 or so, seeing in church, they did we actually dedicated one of our, when we graduated high school years later,
Wow.
4 years later, we dedicated our service at church to John. He was the one who passed away. And even 4 years later, when we announced that we're dedicating that service to John, I looked to the side and the mother was bawling.
Well, I bet you.
4 years later, she was bawling, and that at that age, that dawned on me like how hard it hits parents.
I can't imagine being a parent.
Of losing a child. I just, oh man.
Ah,
At 13,
yeah.
it was about that age too.
Sorry, Shelly. We really praying for you.
They only remodeled their house because they were going to be a Dr. Phil.
Did they do that?
It
before?
was.
I thought that was after.
It was
Dr.
way
Phil.
after. Yeah.
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 I didn't even know the house was on Dr. Phil. Was it?
No, she's thinking of probably Chris M.
Chris M.
Chris McDonough. The interviews.
But yeah.
But it wasn't renovated at that point either. So
no, I don't know. As far as I know, from what I saw of Dr. Phil, they just talked to Candace and Dawn, and then there were a couple of like profilers or something that talked about their facial expressions and such. I
don't know. Another place. I don't know if I want to cover. Do I want to cover that?
Okay. What was that?
Adam's kayak with the sonar.
Okay. Hatteras Lighthouse. That makes sense.
Thank you for pointing.
That makes sense, right?
Oh, yes. That makes sense. Totally. Have any of you heard I heard a claim that Don had mentioned at one point, something about the Douglas Headwater Dam. Does any of you recall that? I think it was a dream he had.
I haven't heard of that.
He said he had a dream that.
Did you tell me about that?
No, this is recent. Somebody
okay.
just told me this.
Okay.
That he said he had a dream that. Okay. That one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. Just talking to Ryan. Sorry.
Okay, you remember that, Shelly? Oh, you're talking about something else. Sorry. I'm just curious if anybody in here has heard of of that story. I don't think anybody has.
I haven't even.
It may not be true then.
So,
I mean, it may not be true. So somebody said. Shelly keeps saying yes. Are you okay? So you remember? Okay, that is true. Okay. Now this is an interesting location. I have to tell you Let's get to that one. Douglas Headwater Dam.
What is that? You have a whole like.
That's our list.
He had.
That's
like
don't say what's on it. Don't say what's on it. Do not say what's on it. Don't say what's on it. Anyway.
Anyway, he's a dork.
What did I have something?
I was going to say PowerPoint presentation.
No, it's not. It's Excel.
Oh, Excel. That's not older than PowerPoint, is it?
Everyone uses Excel.
Still?
It's like project management is
Still,
Excel.
huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, it's not Excel. It's Google Sheets.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Judging my spreadsheet choice.
Here am I, like, not even knowing how to, like, I don't know. Having issues with my book club.
Yeah.
So, how do I do a book club?
So
Sorry.
Douglas Headwater Dam. This is how I do. I do. I have a yeah.
Spiritual gangstress, I like you.
This is how so when I hear about a new location, the first thing I do. Oh, by the way, we're supposed to say this. So apparently the YouTube algorithm likes. So
Okay.
I've seen people, it's so annoying, every 5 minutes and hit that like and hit that like
Oh, really?
all the time because they want like the algorithm. So I'm going to say it once. If you're coming in here, if you're new coming in here, or if you've been in here
Hit
for a
that
while,
like.
I found a song on Epidemic Sound that's like and subscribe, and it's hilarious. And I can't find a good time to use it in any of our videos because we don't do that.
It's a
But
song? I don't want to hear you. You don't want Ryan to sing.
no, but it's a really
No,
good song.
Wait. No, Ryan, you're a good singer, actually.
Thank you.
He even plays the guitar.
Oh, I hardly play guitar. I can play like on that movie. What was it with?
Oh my gosh! Yes, man.
No. I'm thinking of the couple who went to haunted homes.
I have no idea who. Oh,
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
oh, Warren.
Remember
we
when
are the new Warrens?
remember when he sang Elvis Presley?
Oh my gosh! You never sang
Wise
Elvis
men,
Presley.
wise men.
Wise men sing.
That's like the only song I can play. Yeah. Anyway, please hit that like, get us in the algorithm. And it doesn't really matter because most of our subscribers actually watch us after. I noticed it's like during the live, yeah, there's a good amount of people. It's always
going
later.
late.
So
Like usually I don't stay up this late.
you feeling pretty good? Anyway, I'm going to show you what I usually do when I get a new location. And that in June, that song is awesome. I love that song too.
Wait.
Fools Rush In. Thank you, Heather. Yes.
Thank you.
It's so easy to play and it's easy to sing.
I haven't heard you play it before though.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Maybe sometime on a live, Ryan will play his guitar.
Heck no. Do you know if I ever played guitar and sang on a live,
yeah,
it would proliferate across all the hate channels in like overnight. They'd be putting like all kinds of animation.
Sweet. You're sweet.
Yeah, whatever.
It's sweet. Aww.
Anyway. Oh yeah, they can hit the like later. That's good.
True.
So if you're watching this later, please take a second and hit the like.
40. Yes. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
What I usually do in a new location. So I heard about Douglas campgrounds, right?
Yeah, we are
Douglas
actually talking about locations.
I'm trying to, but it's really hard.
It's my fault.
But so what I usually do is look at the location from what's the most isolated areas, right? Obviously, a campground. Nobody's going to be putting anything in this general area near the campground.
Is that like tent and campers?
Yeah, it's campers.
So we could stay there.
Oh yeah, we could totally stay there. The areas and here along the water, there's like a marina. So I don't think this area, but I did notice there's this really interesting small wild area. This is a trail system.
I don't see any trails.
No, it is. I found it on All Trails. So this is a really interesting, remote, isolated trail system that goes all throughout. Well, you can kind of see them in here.
No, I cannot.
Google Earth and Google Maps are not good at showing trails. So I found this trail system on All Trails because it's way better at it. So that location is interesting, and then along the side here, right at the below the dam. I think there's probably a way to get down in there, but there's plenty of really isolated. Might be a trail down here too. I would love taking a look at this place.
Hey, we could stay there. It looked like just RVs though.
I thought it was nothing, but then
doesn't it look just
when I saw this land right here, like yeah.
No, I mean as far as camping, it just looks like RVs.
Yeah, it's an RV place.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look like there's tents.
No.
Tent things.
Yeah.
But again, this one, I don't know where to place it on the list because the only thing that would be driving us here is that story. So
We got them going.
You guys
on
just want to
Elvis.
chat. You just want to chat. I'll.
Shelly.
I don't have to cover locations. You guys, we can just chat. We can chat. We'll chat about Elvis and UB40 soda pop. You guys just want to talk to Jen.
No,
here you go.
no, Ryan. I'm shy.
You are not shy. You
I
are
can be. I am.
Yeah, right.
Like okay, now look. If Ryan's not here, I'm really shy for some reason. If Ryan's next to me, I'm like,
Yeah,
not
I know.
shy.
What's up with that? So I see Jen. Jen struggles sometimes when I'm editing her videos. She's like nervous and like pausing, and I have to cut all the pauses out. But then you're here with me, and you're totally fine on camera.
Because you make me comfortable.
Aww.
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 Aren't we cute?
That was sweet.
Blue suede shoes. Okay, they want us to get back to the
You do like locations?
location. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if there's any other interesting locations with more of a story to them. What, did I miss something? Did you check out the place with all the broken barrels on the hill? Okay. We have not been able to find any place with broken barrels. Oh, wait. I think I remember a picture. I don't know if that was you. Somebody sent me a picture of what they called broken barrels, but when I looked close, they were logs. It was like a logging place. Somebody had piles of logs. I don't know if that was what you're talking about. I thought it was. We have not come across any place with broken barrels, and we've tried hard.
Hey, Vicky, I could meet you. I could meet you there.
To see Twister?
Yeah.
That's such an old movie. I love
Saturday.
that. I love that movie, though. You're just going to go read. Do you know who Vicky is?
She's the one that helps you with the
okay.
book club.
I thought it was like some random stranger.
No,
You're like,
and I do the book club.
Oh, okay.
Right, Vicky?
I thought Jen was going to go meet some random stranger in Knoxville.
I think I'm right.
Like, have you not heard all the things that have been said about us about security? God.
Will you just go on with your whatever?
With my whatever. Let me see if I have any other interesting.
Oh. You know, Janie, that happens. These cases are sad.
Oh, June, thank you.
Wait. Oh.
Thank you, June.
Oh, June.
Hey, are you from Canada?
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Cool.
He
used to live near
should have known. The last name gives it away.
He used to live near Canada.
Yeah, I like Canada. Yeah,
because you got to go there and drink.
When I was 8, not even 18.
No.
Quebec, the law is 17 or 18, I think. So. Oh my gosh. You guys are like dropping these. Oh my gosh. Murder.
Gosh, you guys.
I gotta tell you, the people who follow missing children cases, either they've had personal traumas in their own lives, or they've had traumas like this, like someone related to them. It's just amazing. It's just, oh my gosh. I can't even, some of these stories. I'm so sorry, Caroline. That is.
Me too, Carolyn.
I can't imagine. I mean.
Yeah, we have 2 girls.
But there's, losing a child to like illness, something like that is horrible anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But something as tragic as being unalived, I just can't even imagine.
It seems to be like it would be just so like quick, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't expect.
No, because
like you have no expectation.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like an illness, it's going on. I
just don't.
You're planning. You're almost planning, like it's coming, but that's something like that. You just.
I mean, it's still.
You just don't
tragic,
know.
But.
Wow.
We have. Our heart goes out to you.
Scrolling on YouTube and a video caught my eye of someone was asleep and yeah. Well,
that's a one.
that's like on every single channel that covers summer wells.
I
practically.
recently, okay, I should have the facts, but I recently saw a picture of another case where a child was in the similar position, and they compared it to summer wells
Similar position, how?
in the car, kind of like
Positioned
like summer wells. But I wish I could
Ooh.
remember. I might be able to
Again,
find it again.
Assuming she was
No,
positioned.
I'm just saying like it was a similar photograph that somebody I got it. I wish I should have said that if I knew who it was,
Yeah.
but there was a comparison
Yeah.
online.
The other location that keeps coming up, people mention all the time, is the mine. So the 5 Mines location, 5 Mines. There's this location in Kingsport that used
Why
to
am I
be.
so clueless?
It used to be 5 Mines. It's essentially it was a they were mining it like for rock and quartz. It was a I don't know what kind of rock. If it was I don't know what they were mining it for,
Yeah.
but it were literally like there. You look on Google Maps and you can see on old images, you can see these big holes, huge holes.
Like
The
caves?
Vulcan
almost?
mine, yeah. Thank you, Robin.
Vulcan.
The name of the company,
from-
Jen. The name of the company was Vulcan.
Okay.
It wasn't like Vulcans living in the mine.
No.
Wow.
Star Trek or
No Star
anything.
Anyway, there were
I'm such a dork.
all those. They closed those though. Like you can. I do love mine. Yes, I do love mines and caves. And that got me excited because I wanted to go down in there. But the problem is they have closed them all up. Either it's a huge locked gate or some people have said they blasted them closed. You can't get into those. But on the other side of the mountain, down on the river side, the river level, there is one huge gaping hole right there. You could see it across the. Remember, when we were joking on our drive. Remember, I pulled over and I pointed to this big black hole.
Yeah.
That's an open. It's still open.
Man-made.
It's man-made. Very deep, and many people have suggested going to check it out.
Not.
There are stories about cults hiding things there. There are stories about.
No, but I'm asking, is it accessible? Like, are you allowed to go there?
Hey, Michelle. I don't know if you're allowed to go in that one. Yeah, exactly, Robin. There's one opening left. You can see it from the. I want to go so bad. I don't. I'm not gonna.
Are you allowed?
I'm not gonna ask. I don't know. It's there, and it's hard to get to, and I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Arthur.
I want to explore. No, he's right. They have Vulcan Industries down there.
Sorry, I'm going for the Star Trek. I can't help it. Yeah.
Jen just gets a kick out of Vulcan. Hey, Michelle. I don't think so. You have to wear a helmet because there's always a chance that a piece will break off and come down. So you don't want to go in there without a helmet. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's dangerous. I just don't know. I don't know the truth about the stories, and people always think caves have things.
Did we never make it to Chimney Top?
We're waiting, remember, for the right time of year for Chimney Top.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're waiting till winter time. I mean, we've been to Chimney Top many times.
When Evil entered, at first it was because of access. Like we couldn't figure out how to get access. Who would give us access? We figured that out.
Have you been there?
No, Chimney Top.
Of a different
Chimney Top.
Okay, sorry.
And then we found out we can get there. We have a way to get there. It's just a matter of timing. And I was actually thinking of going this time of year, but man, it is. Yeah, I keep calling it. It's sorry, I gotta finish my comment. I keep on jumping around. I'm trying to get the timing right when Evil entered. I don't want it to be completely packed with leaves. I don't want it to be heavy ground cover. So we
talked about this earlier.
It's such an important one.
Yeah.
And if we could even get like a dog, someone with a dog, I would even want to arrange that because it's
don't
ground
say
search.
Moon. She's not ready.
Moon's not ready, but
although her nose is to the ground constantly when I take her for a walk.
That's why it's timing. Anyway, thank you, Andy. I keep on calling it 5 Mines. I don't know why, but it is called 5K
5 caves.
Wait a
I'm
second.
surprised.
No, it's. Hold on a second. I swear.
Forbidden. You want to come with us?
Oh, okay. Why am I even doubting Andy? Of course he knows. Yes, thank
I
you.
would
It's
think so.
5 caves.
You
But they're
should
literally
know.
mines. I mean,
Are you
they're
sure?
mines, but people
Like,
call
did they
them.
actually mine
Yes.
in there?
Yes, but
Okay.
people call them 5 caves.
Okay.
So whatever.
Arthur Blake.
I love caves.
Caves.
Yeah. Oh, there's a cave. I'm not gonna say where because I'm really excited about this one. Some of you may even know. Once you see the video, I'm curious how many of you even know this existed. But when we were going up and down the Holston, one time in my kayak, I looked to the left and I saw the coolest cave.
I don't know why, but he's obsessed with caves.
Well, number one thing, people do hide things in caves. So that's
Well,
why
yeah, of
I like
course.
to check out caves.
There are also bears in
So
caves.
we're doing that this weekend. And I'm not saying where. That's why I'm not saying
Okay,
where.
but I have.
They're not bear. No, this.
Sorry, but I have I'm going to the gym on Saturday morning at 10.
That's okay. But I will say that when people see this cave, they'll realize why bears aren't in this cave. There's a reason. Bears can't get it. Bears can't get in this cave.
Why?
I can't say because then they'll know where it is.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
That makes no sense.
See, Jen doesn't even know where it is yet.
Michelle, yeah, we are. We're doing good.
Okay. I really wish I could talk about Lamplight Theater.
What's Lamplight Theater?
Pressman House
Really
location.
cool.
I am not going anywhere near Pressman's, by the way, because
Why? What's that?
no, Pressman's.
That sounds like fun. What is it?
So it's a place. It's a historic place.
Yeah.
Near in Hawkins County,
Mm-hmm.
but it's well guarded, and they get angry when people pull up and like get out and start walking around. They'll like run you off.
Why does it have music? Why does it have music?
It doesn't have music. Did somebody say it has music? No, you're combining.
The music place near.
There's a music place near Pressman's. I'm like,
Well,
why are you
what's
saying
that?
Pressman? I have no idea.
Anyway, strawberries and peaches. That sounds cool.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, Lamplight Theater, is it still open? I have wanted to go there, but
That sounds fun.
I do remember the one cave you were in, Ryan. There was a whole bunch of bad stuff in there.
What?
I didn't go into any. I don't think I went in any big caves.
Which cave?
But I've been in some.
What cave is she
She's
talking
talking about
about?
the drug cave.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Is
nasty.
that the one I went to?
That was nasty.
Oh, you never brought me
There were
there,
needles,
did
and
you?
I'm not gonna bring you in the drug cave. It's like
He's
nasty.
a little bit protective.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the needles were creepy in there, but there wasn't any in front of me. So,
What's the iceberg?
do you remember me telling you about the iceberg off Babs Mill Road, which is? I don't, and I usually have notes of everything everyone has told me.
Maybe you can give that to us again.
What?
No.
Yeah, no, yeah. The drug cave.
Oh Lord,
The drug cave.
I would not have allowed him to do that if I had been there.
What?
Ryan Doobie.
What?
The
drug
cave?
Well, you got to search the caves.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you should. Did you have gloves on?
here's what I did.
Mhm.
I had long sleeves.
Oh God.
No, wait, did I have long sleeves?
People.
Sure, I had long sleeves, and I kind of tucked my. No, there wasn't.
Okay.
There wasn't any needles on the ground in
People,
front.
tell him to wear gloves, please.
It's in the middle center of the woods. Oh wait, I do remember, Arthur. I think I remember now what you're talking about. I don't remember you calling it iceberg though, unless it was Iceberg Falls, maybe.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is always on my heart. Always. It's so hard. It's been so long.
Which you're talking
We're
about?
trying so hard.
Well,
for summer. I mean, like it's So much on my heart.
Yeah, you could see.
Fentanyl. That is a big deal.
Yeah, that's why they're saying I should have wore gloves in the
Goodness, that
cave.
could just
I didn't realize
dro-
like
rub off on
right.
you.
I didn't know.
Fentanyl is the
Yeah,
newest.
yeah. It's one of the things that are involved in both cases. The Layla Santanillo case. I don't know if it's involved in the Holland case. Might be, but it's horrible. It's an
People are
epidemic around
stuck.
here. Yeah, I
I
know.
agree.
Yeah, I know. It is an epidemic around here, and I got to tell you guys, I did put the GoPro in the cave. Well, no, you're right. I had the GoPro. I had the GoPro, but I didn't shove it. I just carried it with me. You're right. I could use the stick, which is the point of the pole that I bought. But
Why weren't you?
what's the fun of using a stick if you? Well, I mean, it was gonna like yeah. Never mind. You're right. I shouldn't have crawled into the cave.
No,
I should have used the pole.
I wasn't there, so
No, that was
he wasn't smart.
that was another. Actually, Vicky, that you're right. That was another cave, but it wasn't. I don't consider that a cave. It was like a mini cave above the waterfall. That one I did use my camera, and I used a pole to go way deep in there. That was the coolest one. You could see the hole in the back.
When evil entered, I agree.
What?
Maybe I should come along with the
What,
Narcan.
in case I come across someone in one of those.
No,
caves?
that's you getting stuck with something.
Oh,
and
good
you
point.
need
Yeah,
the
you
Narcan.
can't give yourself like whatever.
When
yeah.
evil entered,
That's
I
right.
totally agree. Oh Lord.
Anyway,
Wait, was I supposed to say Lord?
you're allowed to say that. I think.
Am I?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know. It was a creepy place. I knew the moment I saw the needles in one corner and then the other corner that I'm like,
Yeah. Thank you, Jenna. Can
But-
you please tell him?
But the thing is, there was a back of the cave, like it actually went in there, and I needed to see what was way in there. It could have been. I mean, something could have been shoved into the back of the
Well,
cave.
why did you do that? You didn't even tell me you were doing that that day. You didn't.
I don't tell you about a lot of things.
I
I'm doing.
know. Oh.
So anyway,
Okay, people.
I'm done. The
Give him
locations.
some-
I'm done. We should actually watch Trumpet. Like
What?
I do want to watch Trump tonight.
Why?
I might have to rewatch it, but
That did not
I'm done.
express my feelings about Trump.
I'm done the locations for now. We can cover more later when I have it better organized. I really wanted to kind of cover the big thing I wanted to cover was Donna's location, and I wanted to cover the blue hole thing. Is it blue hole? Whatever. That was interesting, and then some other stuff, the psychic stuff, and then conversations with all of you, which is fun. Me too. I was worried I was gonna what?
Oh,
Yeah, I was worried I was gonna
I
kneel on a
know,
needle
right?
too.
Like,
I-
please, guys, tell him to be more careful. Like,
I was okay. With the camera, I looked to the right and I saw the needles.
I don't think you realized.
And I looked to the left and I saw the needles. I did look down, even though I didn't put the camera down. I'm like, is my path clear of any needles or anything?
Oh, so was it?
It was totally clear.
Was it?
Very much so.
I don't believe.
And then I crawled,
Ugh.
to as far as I could, and so I could see in the back. But anyway,
Kingsport gems and minerals.
no.
I know that Summer was really interested in rocks and gems,
Oh, actually,
right?
Oh wait, I heard that somewhere
Right?
before. That she liked to collect. They like to go
Yeah.
collect rocks, and I think I do know where that place is. Actually,
Yeah,
it's almost like yeah, I remember seeing it on the map. I don't remember what made me search
I know she
for
was
it.
really interested in those rocks.
Somebody said something that made me search for that, and it might have been you, Arthur. So
Arthur?
yeah, something about
Yeah. We gotta look on
the
that
thing.
again.
Yeah.
I think she was
Yep.
interested in that.
Anyway,
Jenna,
Yeah, I know.
You've tried to what? Jenna.
anyway,
Hey Jenna, have you finished our book that we've been reading?
Okay.
Oh wait.
we're done. Like we're done.
No,
Yeah, no, we're done for tonight. I do have to work tomorrow still,
I know.
and it's like
No, I want to see.
I can't believe I'm done before you are. This is crazy.
No, but I want to see. Jenna, did you join our book club?
We're not talking about books.
Oh, Robbie, you're correct. I'm sorry. I'm just into this book club thing. Sorry.
We're jumping around like a lot. Talk about the drug cave, and all of a sudden you're talking about books.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
think I'm in trouble. Am I
Why?
in trouble?
Why?
We're not happy that I'm
No,
changing
no.
the subject.
Sorry, Ryan. We didn't want to get you in trouble. Me in trouble. I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, yeah, you do a video chat. That's fine.
What's the video chat?
The book club, which is a different topic. Poor Jen. She has a hard time keeping up sometimes.
I'm just excited about the book club.
It is
I'm
exciting.
Sorry. I love you guys. I'm sorry if I'm annoying.
We will. I did want to cover. There is one more I wanted to cover, but I'm honestly, I'm getting really tired. I can't believe I'm getting tired for it, Jen. There's some falls I wanted to get your thoughts on, and it's related to that harmony for tranquility, but it's also related to the theory somebody mentioned before. Somebody actually asked me, do I think there's still a possibility that there could have been a hit and run? And I'll be honest with you,
Really?
I still
Oh, yeah.
have an inkling in me that I'm like, there's still a possibility. And this waterfall, the theory there was that somebody that happened, and the next day they took off and went toward Nashville. And there's supposedly there was a waterfall in this theory. And again, this is woo-woo psychic stuff. So if any of you don't like that, I'm sorry. But it does go with the theory that a lot of people who don't believe in psychics have thought maybe there was a hit and run. The theory was that they were going toward the Nashville area, and they stopped at near a waterfall type location with deep crevices. And I searched so long for like waterfalls nearby the interstate that wouldn't be too far to go to. And I found one. I found one that matches the description. It matches the drawings that this woman made, which usually doesn't happen. Usually the drawings don't look anything like what you find on the map, which makes me kind of want to go there, even if maybe it's a waste of time. But literally, I would want to go there to search the crevices. That's her theory, that it's like it was dropped in a crevice, and there's like a what's it called? Camping cooler in somewhere near the campground in a creek. So it would be interesting just to go to that and search it. I don't know, you guys. It feels sometimes like I think I will. It feels like a needle in a haystack, but at least if you've got some theory and saw a little bit to back it, then it's a place to search, right? And some of these places, I'll give you, the odds are so low. Some of them they're better, especially once we get closer to Beach Creek. What? No, that's not the case, Arthur. I don't know what you're talking about. Jen's channel is not just about books. But yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I know. It's this waterfall. The picture was of U-shaped cliffs all along the side that she drew, and there was trees on the top. This particular waterfall, man, it's like really high and beautiful, and it goes down into what she called a lake, and I guess you could kind of perceive it as a lake. It's more like the upper falls at Linville Falls the plunge basin at Linville Falls, which you guys will all see. I thought I haven't posted the video.
There.
I can't post the video. Vern hasn't sent the underwater footage of the upper falls, but he sent it the lower falls because he's still waiting for his controller. So
it's so beautiful.
I want to post that so bad so you guys can see Linville Falls. And the underwater drone footage is so cool. I can't wait. But thank you, Robin. I always feel like
I agree.
It can. I worry that I don't know. We pick a location and I'm like, should I pick? a different location
Wait,
that with
I
more
mean,
possibility. And
we try to check every location, right?
I contemplate the list so much. I got to tell
Yeah.
you, I contemplate what is the
He
more
does.
likely scenario so we don't waste time and just work down through. Beach Creek is a big one, just so you
I
know. I
agree.
mean, we're going
I
back.
don't know how to
Yeah.
pronounce your name. Hatteras
Well,
Lighthouse.
that's hard to pronounce.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I think people are making fun of me about my book club.
No, it's a cute book club. Yeah, trying. Sometimes you don't know if you should trust your gut or if it's just because you have indigestion, you know?
That's good. I like that, Ryan. You gotta keep that.
Well, it's like on Christmas Carol. It could be just a
bit of beef.
a bit of
A
beef.
bad bit of beef.
Yes.
What's
Or
that?
a potato, a bad potato.
Bad potato.
I don't know.
Only we would know. Are we looking forward to Christmas? Oh
Yes.
no.
We love Christmas.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but this summer I am so looking forward to fall.
Well, do you think it's because it's like 95 degrees outside every single day? My gosh.
I just want fall so bad, and that has nothing to do with our chat.
Oh, Robbie, that would be cool. You should. Other people have
Ooh. That'd be nice.
yeah, you should. And if you're interested in joining, the reason I hesitate, by the way, I always like to invite people to come. Some of these searches are not fun, for one thing. Not that you're looking for a fun search, but
you will get scraped up.
well, they're just like you're walking through. It's off trail. A lot of cases. Some
brambles.
Some of them are dangerous too. Like we could come across like a who knows, a meth lab or something. I don't want to put people in danger. So
I wish you could see my legs and my arms and all the scratches and bruises I have.
Jen, what's the places you have had the strongest feelings about? Of all the places, and be careful, don't be specific, but in general, all the places we've discussed, well,
you don't call it.
You have wanted Beach Creek?
Beach Creek.
Oh, the boat landing.
The boat landing.
Okay. Yeah, where I called you and you were like
the Cove. No, the Cove.
Near Grace Point Fellowship.
Near Grace Point Fellowship.
Yep.
That.
Yeah, she wants us to
want to keep going back there.
Yeah, she wants us to get back to that cove. If you Google Grace Point Fellowship, it's right down the cliff, and then it's near the curve. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh my gosh, Robbie, are you crazy? I don't even know if I would search in Detroit. I don't even know if I would search in Detroit.
Holy cow.
Are you like former military or something? Because like, wow.
Detroit is a tough place.
Yeah, I don't know if I could bring enough guns to feel safe in Detroit. Oh wow. Well, good on you. Then you probably wouldn't have any problem.
True.
That one. Yeah. So the Beach Creek one. Did I schedule that? Next week. I've got Vern and I did go to Beach Creek, and he had sonar. We were gonna do the underwater drone at one point because we thought we found something. I'll tell you guys, my heart stopped. I wish I could share. I don't want to give it away, but man, he found something on sonar. My heart stopped because the way he described it. And so, but we scanned the whole creek. You'll see what we discovered, but we scanned the whole creek. So now he also gave me this sonar scan. So I've got not the whole creek. We went up to where a log went across the creek, which is I don't know how many miles, but it's a lot of creek. And I have
is it miles?
I think so. I have to measure it, but I have the whole sonar file. Okay, I'll keep the surprise. I won't tell you guys. But I have the whole sonar file now of that section of Beach Creek, and I can now basically zoom in, scan it really
It will be
closely.
very cool.
What I'm looking for is, because sonar scans, you're not going to see remains. You're not going to spot remains, but you can spot debris piles. You can spot where the water flows and pushes things. So I'm going to try to find the debris piles, and there's GPS in those sonar maps.
That's pretty cool.
Don't worry, Nance, I didn't give it away. Once I find the sonar piles, I can mark the GPS. I can mark it with GPS, and then go back with our boat and use a underwater drone to search. Well, because I almost gave it away. What was?
I don't understand.
The mountain road that had some big metal container on the right side of the screen. Oh, are you talking about Brown Mountain? Maybe. The mountain road that had some big metal container.
Have to have been there.
It's going up Monday. Pam, don't worry. You'll find out.
Where's Arthur?
I don't know that mountain road. That
Arthur, where are you located?
Yeah. Arthur is nearby.
Oh.
Yeah, we chat sometimes.
Okay.
He's a local.
Sorry,
He's a local.
know.
Okay. I'm done for now, for tonight anyway. Are you good?
I don't even know what time it is.
We've been on for 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours?
You gotta hold your breath. Hold your breath and it'll stop. All right. So anyway, I think, like I said, Monday's going to be the Beach Creek search. Monday is publishing the Beach Creek search. I wanted to publish the Linville Falls one. We don't have the video yet, so there's going to be like a 2-part series. Can't wait for that one, because that's so cool, and you're in that one. So yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. But for now, I think we're going to call this one good. It was nice talking to you all. Thank you all, so many people, for hanging out for like 2 whole hours with us, even though Trump was giving his talk. Like, they still hung with us.
We'll have to go watch it now.
We'll have to go watch it now. So
we can watch it, right?
Yes, we will. We will. All right. Thank you, everyone. Love you all for your support. Thank you so much. And we will
talk to you guys.
It's wonderful talking to you all. It's always a good time. It's always fun. Again, keep all missing children in your prayers.
Yes.
There's so many of them, and it's crazy. We are focusing
young people and
in general. I mean, even not just young people, missing people. There's so many, and the
more we look into it, the more we realize how many.
Oh, it's just seems nonstop, and we're doing we're doing the bare minimum that we can with these 3 cases. Hopefully someday we'll be able to do so much more, but your support is amazing. You all are just like so motivational for us and so encouraging. We love you. We appreciate you so much.
And we do what we can.
We do whatever we can, and we'll keep doing what we can. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you.
Love you all, and have a great night.